Here I am again. Welcome to Jerusalem, to the most important church. But this time, I will ask you a question. What's the name of the church? Now, most of you, all of you knows it as the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, the Church of the Holy Tomb. But this is not the Greek Orthodox or the Orthodox name of that church. They have two churches, which is actually the same meaning. The Anastasis, or the Resurrection Church, because the Greek Orthodox and the Orthodox churches knows that the story is not about the tomb itself. The story about what's happened on Sunday, and this is important. Then that tour will take you mostly, to all over the church, but mostly to the Orthodox or Greek Orthodox churches. Then, before we will enter, let me tell you that I'm dedicated that tour to everyone who are watching that video. But I'm gonna surprise a lady that I'm talking with her via the comments of my YouTube channel almost every day. Deborah Wilson, in Hebrew Dvorah. Are you surprised? Yes, you are. I'm sure that you are, because Ryan, your child, your son, sent me a message. He asked me to buy you a cross, an Orthodox cross, and to bless it at the Church of the Anastasis, Resurrection, Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Guys, it's going to be a little bit noisy because look what's happening here. They are renovating the church, but I want to do that before Christmas, mainly because Ryan told me that this year, not like the other million years, all the family will be together for Christmas. Then in that case, I don't know if you asked me to, actually you didn't ask me to add those names, but you mentioned them. There, Valerie, Aman, Kayla, Ryan, you are part of that tour. Some of you are Muslims, some of you are Christians, and let me tell you something. Jesus was mentioned in the Quran many times. Mary, you can find 2 chapters that are dedicated to Mary, and look what's happening outside the church itself. You can see a mosque, and this is Omar al-Khalif, the first Khalif, who came to here, and the bishop of the church told him, you can pray inside the church. But he said, no, if I pray inside the church, they will turn the church into a mosque. Then in that case, I will go outside to pray, and the disciples, the Muslim disciples, build a mosque in front of the church. Now, because they are renovating it, it's going to be a little bit noisy. The Orthodox part is divided into 2. The Greek language is inside the church, but here you can see the Orthodox cross as well. That is mainly for the local Arab. Huh? Similar? And I do have so many videos. Actually, I do have, and Deborah knows it, more than 21,000 videos. Then you will find an answer to your questions in so many videos of mine. I will try to avoid the noise, but it is noisy. Then the first thing that I will do, I will climb up to the Golgotha, to the crucifixion place. The first part belongs to the Catholic, but the main part, the crucifixion site itself, belongs to the Greek Orthodox. Then let us enter.
Passport very must passport
Ooh, forgot it. That lady actually told me, in a way, to stop. Before I am entering, look at that column. And you can see the Greek language here. That column is a beautiful story, and I'm so sorry about the noise, but I hope that you can hear me. It tells us one of the debates, let's say it in a nice way, between the Armenian and the Greek Orthodox. You know that every year the Greek Orthodox and the Armenian entering into the tomb, and the holy fire in Saturday, Easter, Pascha, goes down from heaven straight to the tomb of Jesus. There was one time that the Armenian didn't let the Greek Orthodox to enter that tomb, and they have actually closed even the doors for them. Then the Greek Orthodox was standing there, and guess what? At that year, the holy fire went down through that creek. And almost every Greek Orthodox or Orthodox guy, pilgrim, who actually come to the church is touching that column. And you can see so many graffitis of the church itself. This is the Golgotha. Wait a minute. Now we can see what I'm dealing with. It's even dangerous. Then you can see a lot of graffitis, mainly about the Golgotha cross of that church. And now when we know it, let's enter. Oh, this is Armenian. If I'm not, yeah, it's Armenian, it's not Greek. Then let's enter the church, and you can see that it's under renovation, but we are climbing straight up to the Golgotha. You can see the renovations from above, right there. I think it might be the last part of the church, but you will see a little bit of it later on. We just entered to the Catholic part of the church. According to the Catholic, he's shouting. Cool. I can hear Greek. I don't know, do you know Greek? Oh, what are they doing there? Ah, whoa. This is the crucifixion place, and the monk is trying to explain the other two what to do. Then let him do that first, but we will talk about the Catholic part. And you can see the difference between Catholic, mostly mosaics wall, and the Orthodox is mostly icons, beautiful icons that explain us about the last week of Jesus. They're hanging the lamp. Because it's a little bit noisy and cannot understand a lot now, I will reach back that place. But first, let's continue to the rest of the place. Then you saw the Golgotha, but you will see it again. Then we were at the crucifixion place. Let me explain a little bit about that in that beautiful Orthodox mosaic wall. There are three people who've been crucified here. Two of them are not so important, and you won't see them here, but you will see that the The crucifixion was outside the city, and that is true. The idea is to do that now outside the gate, that everyone will see what's happened. Then they will spread the rumor. They will tell everyone what not to do. The Golgotha, Calvary, skull, you can see it right here, and we will talk about it soon. Remember that skull. You can see Nagdiminus in green, John without the beard, Joseph of Arimathea, a Jewish Sanhedrin guy who believed in Jesus and gave Jesus his own tomb. Mary is holding Jesus. Agony of the Theotokos. And the women. One of them, as I believe, was Mary Magdalene. Ooh, you can see how it looks like after the, when they're taking out the floor, they are excavating and they're doing, all the electricity and the water problems. They're dealing with it because that church is quite old. We will talk about it soon. But because it's noisy, see that guy? This is the place that Jesus, after he died, was put on it and purified his body. You know that Jesus was a Jew and died as a Jew and buried as a Jew. Then to bury a Jew, you must do it at the same day, and he was buried at the same day. And you must purify his body, and usually they put a shrine around him. And I'm taking the anointing oil and spreading it on it. For me, that anointing table, that belongs to so many denominations, but one of them is the Orthodox Church, the Greek Orthodox. For me, that anointing stone is one or... All right, let me go a little bit further and talk about it. It's one of the most important places in that church because the naked body of Jesus touched that. And what I study a lot from the Greek Orthodox is the energy. The minute that cross touched those holy places, that cross is not only just a cross, it is much more than that. And what is beautiful to see are Muslims, ladies, in that church. Remember, Jesus is important for the Muslims as well. This is another Greek Orthodox chapel, and that is quite an important place because you can see that stone. This is where Jesus was sitting when they laughed at him, when they beat him. I'm talking about the Roman soldiers. Let's continue to the tomb itself. The tomb is owned by the Greek Orthodox Church. I've already been there. I already blessed the cross of yours, Deborah, inside the tomb. Sadly, I cannot do that, and I'm sure that you knows it. I cannot do that inside. I cannot take my camera inside the tomb. Then I blessed it for you there. But before, the noise. But before he was crucified, he was taken to here. But let's wait for the end of that noise. It took me like 15 minutes to wait until the noise will end. And here you can see beautiful Ethiopians, monks, looking at the prison of Christ. And just before he was being crucified, he had to wait somewhere, and that is the prison That's where he was waiting for his crucifixion. And this is another Greek Orthodox chapel. I love the icon of Jesus here. And you can see above the Greek Orthodox cross, and here the mother and the child. And the symbol of the Greek Orthodox Church as well. And let's go to the cross before the noise will start again. On the way, you will see a Catholic part, but look at that. That's how the floor might be in the future. Maybe they're testing it, checking it. I hope that it will work, because it's nice, I must say. They're taking the same stones and they're shaping it. They're turning those ancient stones to something quite new. Then, this is the tomb of Jesus. And if there's no noise in one place, there's a noise in the other place. But this is the tomb of Jesus himself, as you remember already been in it. Everything is in Greek. The structure itself is quite new, I must say. It's from the 19th century, because that church been destroyed so many times. Let me just talk about the history of it. The 4th century, St. Helen came to rebuild a church. At that time, there was only one religion, Christian, according to the Christian Orthodox. Beside that, there was another part of Christianity that I must say earlier than the Greek Orthodox, and this is those are the Armenians. But until the 10th century, their church was mostly Greek Orthodox Church. And then in the 10th century, the Catholic left the Greek Orthodox. Then they have a part here as well, together with the Armenian. But most of the places belongs to the Greek Orthodox. For me, it's almost obvious. Then the tomb includes 2 chapels. The first chapel, you will see a candle. And this is the chapel of the angels who took care that no one will take or steal the body of Jesus. The second part is the tomb himself, and sadly I cannot take a video of it, but let me show it to you from the outside. Although there are few of local I can call it Israelis, because they are working here a lot. But you can see the candle, and the inner part is the tomb itself. Opposite the tomb, you can see another Greek Orthodox place, and this is the main basilic of the Greek Orthodox. And they have here ceremonial services every day. You can see the iconostasis, you can see Jerusalem in heaven, but the most important thing here is that round table. That round table, not the red one, behind it, is, according to the Greek Orthodox, the center of the Word. Then in that case, the center is here and belongs to the Greek Orthodox. You can see that small dome. I'm sure that from some of my videos you saw the 2 domes. This is the small dome, and the big dome is in front of you. And now, if it's okay by you, let me climb up back to the Golgotha. Although we've been there, and although I already blessed it at the exact spot of the crucifixion, I want to do that in front of the camera, because that I can take a video of it. But you know what? Let's hope that I will be able to do that. And we are going back mainly because they are renovating at the other side. According to the Catholic, this is where Mary Magdalene met Jesus on the resurrection on Sunday. Remember the Arabic part of the church? According to the Orthodox, it's happened there. Don't leave me. There's so many things to see. But on the way, if you want to have your own cross, Latin cross, Greek Orthodox, and some others Christians items, even the Jewish one, even the Messianic one, go into the description, the text beneath the video, and look for Buy Me a Coffee link. There you will see the variety of those products. I will take a video of it in one of the places in Jerusalem. And if you want to ask me, if you want to give me another order, I will do that at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, Anastasis, and I will send across to Deborah. It's not mine, it's hers. More Muslims. That shows you how important Jesus, Isa, is to the Muslims as well. And this is the lower part of the bedrock. And we are entering another part of the Greek Orthodox, another chapel, and this is the Adam Chapel. Adam Chapel is Adam, the first man ever. Above us is the Golgotha, the exact spot of the crucifixion. If you remember, when Jesus died on the cross, the earth shake, and you can see here the creek and tear bloods went down through the creek and touched the ground, tombs, and so many people resurrected. According to the Greek Orthodox, Adam was one of them. Then this is the skull, the Golgotha of Adam. Let's try to climb up and to see if everything is okay. Okay, it looks like it's over. I can visit it or not. They're still dealing with it. You can see the menorah. The menorah in front of Jesus is a symbol for the Jewish temple. Jesus is the temple. Then to have a menorah here is almost obvious. Let me first go there to bless myself, for it's going to be late. Can I go? Thank you. Wow, they change it. This is new. Deborah. This is new. I'm touching the bedrock and your cross. Sorry about the noise. And you can see the menorah. John and Mary. And let me just take a picture of it. This is John, and this is the Golgotha. This is the bedrock. This is the place that Jesus was crucified on. You can see Jesus and is sinless. Jesus from Nazareth, King of the Jews. And Mary. You can see the skies above the crucifixion, and it's beautiful to see so many evidence from the last week of his. For example, Judas' kiss, Gethsemane, judgment place. You can see Saint Simon helping him carrying the cross right here. They're mocking him. He's wearing the tone of horn. They are beating him. It is so sad to see it. But this is totally Greek Orthodox. Let me show you, let me bless the cross above the holy fire. And you can see the cathedral that we saw from downstairs, from upstairs now. Above us, it's the Armenian chapel. They call it the second Golgotha, but the Golgotha itself belongs to the Greek Orthodox. Guys, that was a nice video. First of all, nothing bad will happen to you if you will bless Deborah Wilson at one of the comments. Secondly, look at the exact minute of that video. Write a comment, just write the exact minute, and I will bless each one of you for that. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.